Hi, I'm Johnny Knight.
Hi, I'm Leah Gold.
And welcome to
Til Design Do Us Part.
A podcast for interior lovers,
DIY doers,
people who just have differing opinions.
or a divorce pending.
Let's see. Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Til Design Do Us Part.
Where this week we are going to be chatting all about more is more.
With yours truly, Lia and Jonni.
That was lovely.
Oh, I thought, we'll shout us out. Big up yourself.
I'm your biggest fan.
So this week we're talking about all things more is more, and I'm very excited about this week's guest.
I do love this week's guest.
Yeah.
She is, I'm giving away the jet. She's a bit of me.
She is a bit of you, actually. She's a bit of you, and she's just an absolute legend.
Yeah.
Like, all round.
Even if you don't like interiors, she's great.
Yeah, she's just all round vibe. Love her. Welcome back to our podcast. If you've not been here before, welcome. This is Til Design Do Us Part, and we are an interior design.
Sorry, my bandana was just going right off me.
I was like, what is she doing?
I thought it was very drafty all of a sudden.
The minute you walk in the joint.
Right, I'm just going to pop her back up there. Thanks very much. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract you.
So welcome. This is the kind of chaos you'll get from our podcast. It is supposed to be about interior design, but we do sidetrack very easily, and we talk about all sorts.
Just had a wee fashion faux pas.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
You know,
we're
it happens
back
to the
on.
best of us, you know. And if you're interested in giving us a follow, and why wouldn't you be? Go on our social media, TikTok and Instagram. We are Til Design Do Us
Do Us
Part.
Part.
And on
Instagram. What did you
I've
just
said
said?
that.
Instagram, TikTok.
I've
You can
said
listen
that.
along on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere that you listen to a
and
podcast.
what about
We're
if
there.
you want to watch us?
Oh, if you want, God, I'm just getting animated now though. YouTube is the place to be. Til Design Do Us Part. You can see our wonderful faces and my bandana. That is definitely going to annoy me for this entire episode. But in the name of fashion, she shall remain.
Love it. Right, well, let's start. After that chaotic intro, let's start with a little catch-up. How are
Yes.
you?
Apart from the bandana, I'm great.
You're
I'm
surviving.
really, really good.
Surviving. This week in London has been an absolute heat wave.
But do you know what? I'm here for the heat.
I mean, yeah, you are Italian heritage. You are of that.
And I've dressed for the weather as well.
Yeah, I have not. I'm in a jacket. I'm in shorts though. But my jacket is in homage to our guest. I went full pattern
Right,
for
you've
our
gone
guest.
for pattern. I see.
Yeah. But this week I've been struggling, not going to lie. The heat has just really taken it out of me. And obviously we've been prepping because it's a very special night this week. It's somebody's first ever supper club coming up. And I think, how are you managing the preparations in this heat?
Yeah, I mean, she's hot. She doesn't favour well to food prep and, just any prep in general. But you just got to go with it. You got to roll with it. The date's there. We've got to stick with it.
Listen, I don't know if anybody can relate to this, but Leah is so blooming clever. She has got an aircon unit in her house, a portable aircon unit, and I couldn't be more jealous if I tried, because our flat is literally like a greenhouse.
I mean, I don't know how people are surviving in London without aircon. It's the best thing I've ever bought. Ever.
I know, but
Ever.
they're all sold out. I'm fuming. They're all gone.
You need to get one at Christmas.
Well, I think that's on my Christmas list. What do you want for Christmas? Air conditioning.
Aircon. Yeah, it is. I mean, we sleep like babies because we can sleep because it's a nice temperature. But we went and stayed somewhere for the night and they didn't have aircon, and it was hell on earth. So I do feel for people who don't have an aircon.
Yeah.
I don't envy you at all in the slightest.
Yeah. Well, apart from navigating. I was saying manage and navigate.
The heat is getting to you.
Well, you can see
Clearly.
that.
You have to take that jacket off.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, apart from that, anything else been going on with you?
I did a wee ad this week, which was exciting. Very exciting.
What was the ad for?
It was for Malfi gin, which I'm a big fan of. Yeah, the only gin I actually like now is Malfi gin, and I'm not just saying that because I did an ad.
Joking. Me and my mum love the grapefruit one. It's literally so good.
It's delicious, and I feel like gin had its moment. Like everyone was obsessed with gin, and then they kind of went over it. But I feel like that gin it's so good.
Good.
Especially if you don't really like the flavour, but like their flavourings are perfect. Love it. So yeah, did a wee ad with my mum.
Oh my God. Oh, I love your mum. Big up Leah's mum.
Big up Delia.
Delia.
She was in the house for the ad.
Oh, love
Yeah, and what about you? What's been happening in Johnny's world?
Apart from melting in the flat,
Apart
not
from
much.
melting.
We're navigating house moves still. It seems to just be going on and
Listen,
on and
house
on.
moves could literally take years.
Well, I mean,
Not to scare you.
it feels like it's been taking years. I'm not even joking. It's been 84 years. But it really has felt like that. It's so long, and I just don't understand why in the UK the house moving situation just takes so long.
It should take 10 years off your life expectancy as well.
I think it's going to at this point. It's going to send me to an early grave. I'm not even joking.
Well, don't do that. Let's get the house first.
Anyway, let's get off that topic and let's
Yes.
go into something more fun. We're going to start with a little game of red flag, green flag.
I've dressed so appropriately for red flag,
not
green
wearing
flag.
green.
I wonder if this is gonna.
Amber.
No, maybe no. Maybe let's say no amber flags today.
Okay.
I'm not feeling amber today.
Right, well, let's start off. Number 1.
Okay.
This is the personality edition, just so we're aware. Thank you, producer.
Mm-hmm.
Matching your cushions exactly to your rug and your curtains so that everything coordinates.
Unless we're still in the groovy chick era of.
Sorry, I did read that as something else, though. The rug and the curtains, the... Don't need to know if you match your upstairs and your downstairs, to be honest with you.
The same trims, same styles.
Anyway, but did you match your rug and your curtains? Do you match yours?
I do. I'm all about the matching, to be honest.
Are you? Interesting.
What about you? You've got a nice set of curtains there.
Well, I don't know if I match all the way, but I'm a bit hot and flustered even more now. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this podcast is just chaos, guys. All right, it's just absolute chaos.
So in the interiors world, I would say
world-
this is a red flag.
Okay.
Um,
And you don't match. What? I can't stop thinking about it.
Stop
Focus.
thinking about.
Focus. If you're in the interior space,
Yes,
matchy. Let's just take out the
Yeah.
elements. Matchy. What's your thoughts?
it's giving me Oak Furniture Land 2000 vibes.
Okay, yeah, we really are just matching everything to everything.
Yeah, it's not a vibe.
I think
It's not
that
a
was
vibe.
the done thing though. People used to buy like
A
sets,
set of
a dining
headboards,
suite,
bedside
bed
tables,
suite, yeah.
wardrobe, cabinets. Like, it's a bargain because it's shocking. That's why. Like, yeah, no, it's not. It's got no personality. It's got no vibe.
I would agree on that.
We're great. We're red flag straight away.
Red flag on that. All right,
Yeah.
number 2. Let's go for it.
Mixing 3 or more completely different patterns in a single small room.
Well, I think it depends on what the patterns are, and I think it depends on what the room is. It's
Okay.
too many interchangeables. You can't say a blanket rule of 1 small room, 3 patterns. What are the patterns? You know, you're a pattern queen.
If you get to decide.
Yeah, but if you're a pattern queen, I decide. Yeah, but what if if this is just saying any pattern?
I'm going to say yeah. Green flag.
I don't think it's a bad thing, but I'm just saying I think it depends on what the patterns are. What if it's like hideous patterns mixing together? Are you going to say yes?
Hideous to who though?
Oh,
This could go back to the if I love it, it shouldn't matter what the patterns are.
Touche,
So
madame.
I'm sticking green.
I'm not against mixing patterns. It just depends on what they are. So that would be my stance on it.
Okay.
So yes, I'm a green flag, I guess. 2 agreements.
2 greens.
Very good. Okay. Last one.
Yeah.
Leaving a wall entirely blank because you're terrified it'll look too cluttered. I'm not a fan of blank walls, I'm not going to lie.
No, that's like hospital doctor's room.
Like, walls aren't supposed to be left blank. What the heck?
No, they're left white for you when you move in so that you do what you want to it. That's the way I look at it.
That's a solid no for me.
No, I don't know when that would ever be appropriate.
Throw that one out.
That's a ridiculous one.
Ridiculous.
Next. Well, that actually leads us on.
I was going to say the next thing is
That does
something
leave us
a lot more exciting.
Brings us to our wonderful guest this week.
Who is it?
Can I say?
Yeah.
It is none other than the wonderful Roisin Quinn.
So excited to chat to Roisin. Well, we are so excited to welcome this week's guest. She is absolutely a connoisseur in more is more mentality.
It's none other than Roisin Quinn.
Woo! Welcome, Roisin.
Don't know mind clapping for myself.
Clap yourself. No, you clap
You need
yourself
to clap
in,
yourself
girl.
in this
What
life, buddy.
intro. That was lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
No,
thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you for having me. It's a joy.
No, not at all. Well, obviously, Roisin is a fellow IDM member, but back in those days. But for anyone who may rudely not know anything about you, can you maybe talk our listeners through where your journey began and your incredible signature style, which leans in lovely to our episode of More is More, but she is the maximalist.
I am a maximalist. Shall we go all the way back now, back down memory lane?
Here we go. Let's do
In
it.
1980.
Strapping. So let's go back. Shall I go back to IDM, the start of IDM?
Where did your love for interior design start? Let's start there.
Do you know what it was? It was basically I'd say lockdown, really. It's when it kicked in for me. And I went back to the Isle of Man. My parents were just doing up their house. I'm a big believer in timings of everything and stuff like that. Bit of a spiritualist. Actually, I'm not. I kind of am. Right. You know the drill. You know the drill. Anyways, went back to the house and it was just basically brick walls at the time. And my mum had an interior designer on the project.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh, Mum, have you thought about this? Mum, oh, what about this? Because she was going all plain. Right. Because she just didn't know how to put the whole thing together because it was a huge project. But I wasn't on Instagram for interiors. I didn't know how to do a mood board. I didn't know how to use Pinterest. I didn't have anything. So it was just like it was actually really nice to do that journey without all of that influence and also the comparison and stuff like that, because now my journey's a lot different and
you're almost like just designing for you back then, essentially, rather than socials
with all the noise.
Exactly, the noise. I didn't have any noise back then. I had a lot of stress, but no noise. So the house started coming together. I was putting my touch on everything. I decided, I was like, the staircase needs to be moved. That's in the wrong place. We need to get rid of a bathroom. We need to move that over there. We need to put a door over here. And that was all from having no experience in naked eye, you know what I mean? And I loved that element because it showed that you actually didn't need a lot. I think you just need to listen to your intuition with design and go with it. And the interior designer at the time, she was amazing, but she was just like, there's no need for me to be here. So I just...
She's like, you've got this.
Yeah. And I was just like, fantastic. So I took over, designed the whole house, and it came together. And a lot of the rooms were designed before... there was even plaster on the walls. So it was kind of like, oh my God, is it going to work? Is it going to work? But it wasn't my house, so I felt all right about it. I was just like...
Even though it's your parents, you're like, well...
It'll be all right, Mum.
That'll be fine.
Just tell them it's beautiful and that was always intended.
Yeah, exactly. It's meant to look like that,
The intention.
Exactly. So that was that. And then I got married. And I think that was the real turning point for me because I always was creative, just didn't know the outlet. I studied drama at uni.
Nice. Yeah, very good.
That didn't go anywhere. So I always knew I was creative and then designed my wedding, and that was the moment things switched for me. That was the end of October 2022. Didn't know when I got married.
I was going to say, when's your anniversary, Roisin?
Yeah, I do know. 8th of October 2022. Woo! So then designed the wedding, and I had people say, you need to go into event styling. And I was like, I've always wanted to. That's why I bought a lot of the stuff. Like I made my arch a certain diameter and everything like that, because I was like very particular about how everything looked. And I was just like, yeah, I love this. This is where I was thriving. I was like, oh yeah, this is me. But I just didn't know how to get into the industry. I don't know where on earth to start. So I thought I'd just set up a little business on the outside, like on the side, you know. Yeah. And then it was like, I set up my Instagram account end of November. My manager was like, Roisin, just do it. Stop messing around. Just do it. I was like, no, I need to think of the right name. Need to think of this. She goes, tonight you need to post your first picture of the house, whatever. So I was like, fine, I'll do it. So I created an Instagram called Primrose Studio because I wanted it abroad. I didn't want it just like pigeonholed into interiors. I wanted it to be a bit of everything. Yes. And then about a month later, my manager sat me down. I was like, Roisin, this time next year, you won't be here. And I was like, oh, I've got sacked. But she meant it in a very nice, lovely way. So in January, I applied for uni to study interior design. Got rejected. Which was fantastic.
Love it. Okay, great.
I was just like, right, down to earth, Roisin, stick at what you're good at, stick to your comfortable day job. And then Interior Design Masters happened. My manager sent me the application and, you know, you're looking around and stuff. And I was like, yep, I've got nothing to lose. I'm not getting on, so let's just do it. I'll just apply. You know, we had to do like a little video to submit with our applications. Yeah. And I literally put it up against my cup on the side on my coffee table. Terrible angle, all the chins. And I was on my way to the airport and I just popped it on there. And you know how it is with Instagram and everything. You do retakes all the time and everything. I did a one take wonder because it was so boring. I knew I wasn't getting on. And then that's it, I submitted it and
you did get on.
Get on.
And she only
Get
went
on, you did, hun, and the rest.
And that's it. That's been it, really. That's
the rest
journey.
is history.
But it was all down to colour and the confidence it gave me, and that was it. I don't know whether it's just interiors, it's with everything in life for me, but yeah.
Have you always been, sorry, sidetracking,
No.
a really colourful person, even in the way you dress?
I was when I was very young, like really young. My mum always dressed us in really out there clothes, all flowers everywhere, and then school happened, and I moved from Ireland to the Isle of Man, and I think the Isle of Man took a bit of that sparkle, that colour away from me because everyone knew each other, everyone taught.
It's kind of like that small, I know it's not a small town, but like I'm from a small town in Yorkshire, and like I definitely felt that I limited a lot of my design choices of like clothing or like my personality even, because you were just too afraid to sort of be different, essentially.
I held back the wackiness. But don't get me wrong, there were some outfits and things like that I would wear and be like, oh my God, like I was always more out there with my style, but it wasn't as anywhere near when in 2022, that's where I really found myself. And I started wearing out there stuff. But looking back, even 2021, I was like, I don't recognise myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there was just something that unleashed, and that was my parents' house, really getting
the catalyst that got you going.
Getting loose on that bad boy.
So speaking of big projects, you are taking on a huge project. Could you tell us maybe a little bit about that?
I can.
Divulge.
It's taken a lot out of me. And
it's just started.
Next week, actually, it closes, the bar. So I'm designing a bar in Liverpool. It's called Arts Bar Hope Street, and it's incredible, the whole meaning behind it. But basically these guys opened up some arts bars in Liverpool. They've got 2, and I went to uni with them.
Oh, wow.
And we studied drama.
Love it.
I actually, so funny, it's so weird actually, in my second year, Tom's third year, Tom is one of the owners, he was directing a play. And I had to choose an extra module to do, and I naturally chose construction. I was like, I want to build things. Yeah. And I was like, I'll build the bar. It was terrible. But I built his bar for his third year show. Now, 12 years later, I'm actually redesigning his bar.
Oh, wow.
Going back to get your glory.
I know, yeah. I'll do it better this time.
You're just doing homage to the original.
Yeah.
But we'll just do it in the corner there.
It was all brown. It was like literally just brown. Everything was brown.
Okay.
The sign, everything. So yeah, I'm taking on that. And I remember I did an interview the other day and they said, how long has this been going on for then? Have you been designing it? I was like, it's a few months now. It wasn't. It was on the 9th of June. He called me. And then we had a meeting the week after. What date is it? I can't remember. I don't even know.
20th of July.
I don't know if we're allowed to say the date.
Yeah.
We'll edit that down. But it hasn't been long. So it's about 7 spaces in one. And it's a 3-week turnaround to get it all done. Budget is tight. Resources are tight. Everything's tight.
7 spaces?
Yes.
So do they do lots of different things, or is it just a really big bar?
It's a big bar, but each area has its own purpose. Like they need more footfall in the day. And I'm going to be creating more of a daytime vibe in there in one area. And then they've got the bar. Everything's getting bloody moved as well. Like we're taking out the whole bar, which is in the centre of the whole room. So that's getting dismantled, removed, and we're creating a whole new area for the bar. And then we've got a nighttime jazz bar area, and then we've got like a private dining / cocktail area with like a little party bit, and then we've got a pizza area, which is like a walk through up to the studios, which are upstairs, not touching the studios yet. And then we've got the entrance to the whole building. I think it's actually more than 7. Then
and you've got 3 weeks to do this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck. We'll see you on the other side.
Can't wait to see this all
finished. Yeah, shall we do a recap and just be like...
It's been 84 years.
It'll feel like that. And then we're swapping the men's and females' toilets because females need bigger toilets, bathrooms. So we're doing that, and then there's a little terrace. So
Just a small job.
Small job.
Yeah.
And then alongside this as well, you also bought a house that you're also renovating.
Yeah. Help me.
And what's the story behind the house then?
Oh, the story behind the house was me being so delusional on Rightmove one random night. I was getting the itch, you know, the itch. Yeah. So I was getting the itch, and we were coming up to, I think, 7 years in our house, and I'd done as much as I could on that. That was never our forever home. And my forever home was never in our remit, and like we could never financially buy my forever home, my dream house. It doesn't exist. No, I'm joking, it does. Somewhere. And I seen this house, and I was like, what on earth is this? It's fantastic. So, 9 days later, it was ours.
Wow.
Me and Ollie being very delusional and,
And so
scrolling.
the project is, are you going back to brick? Are you
Yes.
full renovation?
Yeah. It kind of just spiraled. It spiraled massively.
Could you have moved in when you bought it, or that was no? Like
That was
it
livable?
wasn't in a
I could,
estate.
but I don't think I'd be here now. The health
Right.
reasons.
I'm glad you put your health first.
Yeah, like
In renovations, you have to prioritise your health.
you do. I was howling because I started stripping the wallpaper. Like I took days stripping wallpaper. Now there's no brick, and there's just back to
There's no
brick.
wall.
There's no wall. Do you know what I mean?
So you painstakingly took all that
Yeah.
wallpaper off for no reason.
Do you know what? And I was going to slap a bit of paint over the top. And it was crumbling. It was crumbling everywhere around me. And I was
And you're
like,
just there like, yeah, it's fine.
yeah. Bit of Zinser.
Yeah, but
Be fine.
to be fair, Zinser
does fix a lot.
solves a lot.
It does.
It's the
it does.
answer to a lot of questions.
It really is. But
Zinser.
yeah, it's back to brick, and it's fallen apart. But do I love it? Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I think your plans are going to be big for this then, for the house.
Yeah.
And you want to go full-blown Roisin.
It's a different take on machine, this one. I think that's it with me when I walk into a space, like the art spa, for example, there's not a floral in sight.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'll lend myself to the building itself. So this space, the new house is not going to be anything like...
Anything you've done before?
No. Only because when I walked into it the first time, I was just like, yes. And then it was my dressing room that started things coming to light with it, I think.
Do you think that's maybe something that people get wrong when they design spaces? Like, you know, like you sort of, because you're like, that's my design style and I'm just going to stick to it. And then when actually listening to the spaces and being like, well, actually, no, this space, I want to speak to the space.
Yeah.
And then that's maybe where I think a lot of people do make mistakes of just sticking to the guns when maybe you just need to abandon ship and go for something else.
Yes, 100%. I think we just try... As designers, maybe people try and put their own stamp on it, and you can in a different way.
Yeah.
You can't literally go and copy your stuff. And also, I don't think that, forgive me for saying, is be a very good interior designer if they literally just put their own stamp on every single design they do. They have to you're moving with the design.
And also, I think as designers, we evolve and grow, right?
Yes.
Because we change. You know, something that I designed 4 years ago might not be something that I stand by as the design decision now anyway.
Oh my God, absolutely not. Like looking back on the house we bought, and when we first bought it, everything was grey. You know what I mean? And I put this IKEA daybed in our spare room. I put a really faint lilac on the walls with some floating shelves. Now, I kid you not, I thought that was a winner of IDM, that room. And I put some faux plants.
Stand out space, boom.
Yeah, honest to God, I thought it was the bee's knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Well, you do though, don't you?
Yeah.
But you're learning.
That's the growth. Yeah. I think you should it's so nice to go back and reflect on those moments and not think it at the time you think it's great and then you look back and you're kind of embarrassed. But no, you've got to be so proud of what you've come from and how you've evolved.
If we didn't do that though, I think, how do you would then be like, oh, I haven't changed in 30 years or whatever. And that's not where you want to be either.
Yeah,
like
100%.
I laugh at my spare room, which is conveniently the place I take all my calls from, that is the room that hasn't been touched in 3.5 years. And it's awful. And I keep joking that I'm going on all these calls talking about interior design and my background is the worst room in the house. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm just going to blur this for this call. I'm just going to blur.
And it's all blurred behind you. Yeah, floating head. Yeah.
I think that, obviously coming on to this and talking about, your design style of more is more and this kind of maximalist approach, obviously has a lot of personality. And do you think that, I think the question that we've been talking about quite a lot in this episode is, you know, designing homes with personality. Do you think that obviously it's making a bit of a comeback at the moment? You know, it's, you know, gone is the world of minimalism and it is maximalism. And do you think that, I think that maximalism and minimalism both have a place, and people, they sort of will stand the test of time. But I think it's interesting in ways that people probably jumped on with minimalism, people are jumping on with maximalism. And I think maybe they don't understand maybe what it is, or, you know, what do you think about that?
I think really when you strip it all back, it's just literally choosing what you like. Like, we get so caught up in the world of Instagram and being influenced by other people and, oh, we should have a bit of that or shadow. And we lose what we're about, you know, and then we try something like, oh, we don't like that. It's because you don't like it. Like, you've just done it because it might be trendy or whatever. So I think I'm totally with you. There is a place for minimalists. Like, that is such a key design for a lot of people. They don't like clutter and they don't like, you know, big, bold colours, and that's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think it's just how you use everything and how you put it together. And that is from making mistakes throughout the whole process. Yeah. My house has been upside down and it's gone round the corner. It's been an absolute mess, but I'm finally at a point that I'm really happy with it. And it's through making all those mistakes. And my dining room is quite minimalist, really.
Is it?
Yeah, and I think it's just because I've refined my style and I've gone back to what brings me joy and what I love and what colours I love. Yeah. So I think it's just about how you do your style and layering, adding those homely touches, those photos of your family. That's key, I think. And then it'll just gradually come together. And do not try and do it all at once. You know, that's the worst thing. Like, you literally just opening these are quite nice magazines, but like, it's like going into a showroom. Everyone wants it to look like a showroom. Why would you want that? You want people to come in and go, oh, look at that, oh, that's a lovely family holiday picture. You know, you want that. So
we were talking about this actually on another episode. It's the idea of a lived-in home.
Yes.
And the almost like the memories that have been created in the home, or the pieces you've collected along the way.
Yeah.
And then in turn, that comes with the design decisions you've collected along the way. It might be things like, we were talking to somebody the other week about a paint colour inspires you of a trip or somewhere that you've been, because people get inspiration from so many different places. And I think that is also what people walk in, oh, I love that paint colour. You go, well, actually, do you know what? I went on a trip to wherever and I saw that colour, and then that adds to your story.
Yeah. 100%. And we overcomplicate things. I think as designers, as humans, everything, we just overcomplicate every single thing we do. And really, when it comes back down to interior design, like, it's just looking at something. Do you like it? No. And that's fine.
Yeah, subjective.
Do you like it? Yes.
Yeah.
It's all
Have
subjective.
an opinion as well.
Yeah, it's just, if you like it, go for it. If you don't, that's absolutely fine. Someone else will. And that is the beauty of interior design. Don't overcomplicate it.
Totally.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I guess speaking of overcomplicating, you are one of the masters, I would say, at mixing patterns.
Oh.
Any advice on mixing patterns for our listeners? Because I would say it's a minefield out there. For somebody, I don't often mix patterns, but I wonder if it actually stems from a place of intimidation of it, because I don't actually know the best way to mix them or whatever.
I think also sometimes you go in, there's so much choice, and then you get overwhelmed with the choice. Because I think I go and I look through pattern books and I'm like, oh my God, I love this, and I love this, and I love this, and I love this. And it's like, well, there's too many I love. How do I actually now curate something? Yeah. Like, where do you start?
It's funny because I was.
I
honestly don't know, mate. I don't know. I think you listen to your gut with it. Go with your gut, and you have to find a common thread. Something. It's like if I'm at the minute, I'm trying to pick fabrics for the art spa. And it's complicated. It's very complicated. I've got a lot of fabrics to choose from. But I think when you look at a wallpaper or a paint colour, you'll know whether it's like really I'm no trained interior designer, so when I try and describe something, like, it's really basic, but a colour or a print, it's really strong, or it's more on the weak side. But it's not weak as in like it's pathetic, it's weak as in like you choose those calmer, paler colours or paler patterns, or, you know, little ditzy prints and ditzy florals and stuff like that, or you are going strong and you're going bold, but you need to match it up. So like, if you're going full hog, you have to go full hog. You know, don't try and play it safe by putting in like something a bit calmer because you're thinking, oh God, it's going to be too much. It's going to actually throw the balance off completely, and then it'll look too much and it'll look too busy. So with the art spa, for example, I was showing them the design and everything, and they're like, Jesus, we didn't think we'd like it, you know what I mean? Because it is very bold. And we were talking about colours and stuff like that, and like minimalism. And I said, it's so funny how people think like putting in some calmer things would calm the whole space down, or go for some more neutrals and throw them in there. And that isn't the way to do it at all. It's the best way to describe it's like I'm doing 3 spaces in one kind of thing. So imagine if I did a bold space, and then a really calming space. The balance would be completely off. And that goes it's the same principle for prints. You know, so just embrace the boldness, and like I think the best way to ease your way into it, if you've got a floral wallpaper, go for a stripe, gingham, something like that. That's the best way to take your first step into bringing in print into your home.
Hearing you sort of talk about it, though, I actually what I'm hearing is that it's all kind of connected emotionally, weirdly.
Yes.
It's all like you were saying, strong and weak. I feel like they're emotions.
Yes.
And interiors, you know, can be emotional, and it's what resonates with you.
Yeah.
And so I guess that the idea of something being quite strong, that's a strong gut instinct and a visceral kind of reaction to a print and whatever, whereas a weak one might be less, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad or the wrong choice.
Yes. 100%.
But I think it's kind of the idea of designing emotionally, I would say.
Yeah.
And the idea that I guess that's what it means to decorate or design emotionally, right? Is you go with your gut, you go with your instinct. And I think that's maybe what people don't trust enough of in the interior design world, is we all question ourselves all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is actually all my DMs. It's like, oh, how do you do that? Oh, how do you have confidence in that? I'm like, I think I just don't overthink it. I just don't think about it. I just go for it, you know? And I just think, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
I have to paint it back a different colour. At least I tried it.
Yeah.
You know, and if I like it, I like it. If I don't, but
And
you
if
don't
that's
know.
learning. You learn from it.
Yes.
You make mistakes. You learn from your mistakes. If it is a mistake, it might turn out to be the best thing you ever do, you know?
Yeah.
You take a risk and it pays off because you think, actually, this looks bloody lovely.
And going back to that, I painted my living room pink. And if I didn't do that, I don't know whether I would have gone on this journey at all.
Really?
100%. I fell in love with it. It was in lockdown before we moved back to the Isle of Man. And obviously everything was grey. And I tried to play it safe. And I was like, do you know what? I'll go for a really calm baby pink on the walls. And the room didn't lend itself to a baby pink at all. But I thought I was being dead adventurous. So I painted it all baby pink. Now, I kid you not.
Old Sheen was not very wild, clearly.
No, I wasn't wild at all, baby. But I painted it baby pink, and I was like, someone's vomited in this room. It looked disgusting.
Yeah.
It drained. I think I preferred the grey. Now that's saying something.
Wow.
It drained the room.
You
So
heard
it's
it here
like,
first.
Wow.
Roisin Quinn preferred grey at one point.
actually, did I know?
She's like, take that back.
Take that back. And then I was just like, Joe, she just painted the bloody pink that you love.
Yeah.
It was they've actually discontinued it. This
Lick.
pink.
It was lick.
Yes, it was. And I don't know if I can say that. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
So, well,
It was really, really nice pink. And
not
the
baby
BBC,
vomit.
it's okay.
it was a gorgeous pink. And I threw it on the walls, and I turned around to Ollie and I was like, oh my God, this is too much. I was like, let's just put the furniture back in. We need to sit with it, blah, blah, blah. We didn't paint the ceiling, painted it pink. And I was like, whoa. Once the furniture is in its place, I was like, this is incredible. And then the white ceiling was jarring. I was like, oh my God, why didn't I just paint the ceiling?
Yeah.
But it discontinued. I had no pink paint. And I thought, oh no. So I did it lilac. And blimey, did it calm the whole room down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was instant. It was like, this is so much calming, so soft.
Yeah.
I was like, it's perfect.
Oh my God, love that.
I've been on a whole journey since then. But yeah, if I didn't,
What colour is it now? Has it changed again?
it's red, flowers, and then the other room is, I actually broke the room up into 2.
Oh, love that.
Yeah, so it's
Okay. So
mustard.
there's lots of
it's
other
all-
things going on in there.
It's all the colours under the rainbow for that.
Unreal.
And I guess someone after my own heart you are. I always see you at a wee car boot or wee antiques
Yes.
fair. And I guess a lot of people as well don't know how to mix old and new, but actually it brings like such a different feel to a space, I think, when you mix the old with the new. And is that something you consider a lot when you're designing spaces, or do you let those pieces speak to you when you go to like an antique centre?
Yeah, like if I love car booting. I love antiquing. It is literally, it brings me so much joy. If I could do it all the time, I would. Sometimes you hit gems, sometimes you don't. But I just love, I think I find it easier mixing. Like I'm very much of a designer that I mix old with the new, and I'm like traditional with a twist kind of thing. And I love that kind of side of things. So I think I find it easier than going into a shop and piecing it together. I'd rather go to an antique centre, even if I don't find anything, than go to a normal shop with
Everyday items.
Yeah, I think people just need to take a risk with it. And if you love it, if you walk in and you love it, just like, get it.
Yeah.
Well, what's the worst that's going to happen? It's going to look good because you love it.
Exactly.
Right, go on, give us a tip. What could somebody do to inject a massive dose of maximalism into their home right now? What's one thing that they could do differently? If it's somebody who's desperate to, like, I really want to do it, but I don't know what to do. What's the first thing they could do in their maximalism journey if they wanted to do it?
I think the person we are making up in my head that I'm going to be telling, sort your ceiling out. Because if they haven't done anything to their ceiling, maybe that's their first step.
And I feel like that could be quite a baby step as well, because you don't have to do something shocking.
No.
But because I'm sure they've probably got a white ceiling.
Yes.
And by painting it even lilac or whatever, could be shocking to them. That could be their first step.
Exactly. So I think, include your ceiling. And if you're scared and you don't know what colour to do it, go for the wall colour. And if it's a neutral and you want it to be a bit braver, go into a DIY shop, look at loads of colours, look at the names. Actually, don't be swayed by the names, because I've done that and I'm like, what on earth have I done? When I got home, I was like, because I've been swayed by a name. But go and find a colour that you really love, or go to your wardrobe, see what colour looks good on you, what you like, and then put it on your walls.
Tip. I've never even thought of that.
Yeah.
I find with clothes and stuff, for example, like I dress probably more out there than I do with my interiors, because I find that as a different form of expression. But it's such a good point. Like, I never really think about the clothes that I wear and the colours that I wear, Actually, that's a good way of looking for inspiration.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, because I would say that you are like a personification of your
interior. It kind of runs through everything.
Yeah,
when you're into it, like interior design, but when you're a creative, it runs through everything that you do.
Totally.
So I think look at your wardrobe, see what dress you go for, or see whatever, and go maybe put that on your walls.
All right. Very good. Top tips.
Challenge.
Touch the machine.
Top tips. Now, we're sadly coming to the end of our chat. But before we let you go, we ask
the same 5 quickfire questions to all of our guests.
with no prep. So be ready.
Don't worry. Don't worry. They're simple. Simple. You don't need to think too much. Question number 1.
Yeah.
Favourite colour?
So hard. Oh, do I have to be quick? Okay, quick.
That's not a colour.
No, it's not colour.
There's a chart behind you if you want to have a quick peek.
I do love this colour that I've got on.
Okay.
I like greens, but I don't. Yeah.
Green.
Mustardy greens and stuff. Yeah.
Mustard green. She's locked it in.
No, all of them. I can't choose one. I feel like I'm cheating on them all.
Okay.
Sorry.
Question number 2.
Yeah.
What is your favourite room in your home?
I think my living room or my bedroom. Oh, living room.
Living room.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Easy.
She's locked it
It
in.
wasn't easy.
Where is your favourite place to get inspiration from?
Oh, see, this is a funny one. I love walking around cities and staring at buildings. Like even walking here, I just stood on the bridge and stared at the buildings for a while, just to look at like the little details and nature. I do love. Rufus is agreeing. Rufus is like, yes, nature as well.
That's where he gets all his inspiration from too. He loves that.
Okay, so then the next question is, what is your favourite season at home?
Oh, lordy, that's difficult. Autumn is just the one thing that's come to my mind straight away. So let's lock in autumn.
I see that for you. You give me the autumnal vibes.
Yes.
So interesting. That's probably the most interesting question that we ask, I think. I love knowing what season people love.
Yeah.
I have a lot of springs recently.
Really? I don't think I'm a spring gal. I think that's too fresh for me. I like to autumn's a bit of like, you've got a bit light in the day. That's why I chose October to get married. I wanted...
In October as well?
Yes. Our anniversaries are coming up soon. No, they're not. They're way off. I don't know why I'm
Is it? I was like panicking.
I know, I don't know why I said that. All the days are merging into one for me. But I like having a bit of both worlds, you know, like light and night.
Yeah.
Cozy.
Nice.
But yeah.
Okay, and then final question.
Final question. I feel like you might struggle with this one.
Oh, God.
What is your favourite piece in your house? So that could be furniture, could be artwork, could be
An object.
an object. Do you have something that you love?
Something has come straight to mind. So it's a snail paperweight, and it's pink, and it was Ollie's, my husband's, nana's. And absolutely loved the bones of her. She was just everything. And she had all these trinkets, and she used to say, Roisin, take what you want, and here's me in absolute heaven. I'm like,
The snail.
Yeah, give me the snail. But the snail, I don't know, it's just something I look at and I instantly smile. And I use them as like decoration, like decor. I don't use them as a paperweight. And it's just beautiful. And Rufus agrees. Rufus loves the snail as well. So it's snail.
Snail. Love it. Well, Roisin, thank you so much for coming to join us. This has been such a fun chat. And before we let you go, can you tell people where can they find you? Where can they follow you? What have you got going on? Have you got any handles for us?
Yes, the best place is the old Instagram. I'm not a TikToker, really.
You are, I would say. Your frog TikTok is top tier.
Really? Oh,
Your frog TikTok keeps going and going.
The frog.
Yeah.
The frog. Check out the frog.
Yeah.
Herbie. But yes, on Instagram, so just Roisin Quinn is my handle. It's nice and simple.
Nice. And am I right in thinking that you might be documenting a renovation on YouTube?
Yes, I am. The old reno is Roisin Quinn Renovation. That's me on YouTube.
Very good.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much for having me.
No,
thank you. We
thank
love
you
you.
for joining us, Roisin.
you.
This has been amazing.
Oh my God, how amazing was that?
I mean, featuring an extra guest this week.
Well, yeah, there is that. We had Roisin Quinn featuring
Rufus.
Rufus, the dog. Leah's dog is here with us on set today.
He
So,
said, come to work with me today.
to be fair, he was agreeing with what Roisin was saying.
He actually
He was
he was
on board.
barking at all the right times.
It's almost like he's listening.
yeah.
He knew.
But no, it was so lovely to have Roisin and get her opinion.
And also love that, like, we've got that special connection with Roisin, obviously from Interior Design Masters, and she's just like all-round legend.
yeah.
Love her.
Yeah, great. Leads us lovely.
It leaves us lovely
I'm
on
actually
too.
making up new words as we go on
It
today.
leads us lovely
It
on
leads
too.
us. I don't even know what word I am trying to say. That now leads us to our wonderful game of Design or Divorce.
Okay.
Do you want to give a? Why don't you give the theme tune a whirl?
What, as in like the actual theme tune or just make a new one up?
Don't make a new one up. That's rude.
Design or Divorce.
I feel a bit animated, but okay. I did ask him
So
to do
shall I
it,
go a bit
so-
more lackluster, like what?
Right.
Anyway, here we go.
Feels like we're getting a divorce.
I feel like today is divorce vibes. Thank you.
Great.
Right, let's start. Listener problem number 1 is from Sue in Chester. Hi, Sue.
Hello, Sue.
She says, I love a home packed with personality, wallpapered
Well.
ceilings, bold patterns, and a lot of quirky vintage finds. My partner, however, is a total purist. Ugh,
Why are they
partner.
married?
Who thinks that the peak of design is completely empty and clinical hotel room. Nah, sorry.
Why are they together?
They say my taste makes him feel overstimulated, and I feel that his taste is completely soulless. Ooh, harsh. How do we create a home together without feeling like we've got two completely different houses smashed together?
A divorce and 2 separate houses?
Right. Yeah, there is that.
That's why you're meant to be saving marriages.
Yeah,
No,
I can relate to this because my husband and I have completely different interior design styles, and we have a lot of back and forth on designing our house together. It is difficult, but you have to just put in a little bit extra work. It's all about compromise and all about chatting things through. Because I'm sure there probably, as much as you don't see it right now, there are probably elements of the design that of his design that you maybe do quite like, but you just maybe you don't want to say that, or it's you don't see it on the surface. It doesn't mean you have to like the whole thing, but it might be or like that element, whether it be a colour, a wall, or an object or something.
Yeah.
I definitely do that with Chris all the time. I'm like, it's not really my style, but I like that element of it, and I'm sure he can maybe say the same thing about mine, and then you end up coming together, and you do kind of make a good happy medium. It kind of works.
Yeah.
But it is a journey, not going to lie. There's lots of chatting.
Yeah, I have to say I have a very easy husband, in which case he doesn't have an opinion. I mean, also, I don't give him the chance to have an opinion.
I've tried that, doesn't work.
Which is a much better, an easier way. So I do sympathise with Sue, because I do wonder how I would navigate if Ben was to give me an opinion back. I would completely ignore him, but obviously, like, I would try to sympathise and then just be like, stay in your lane, honey.
Yeah,
He is a man in corporate business, remember, so this is not his realm. Not his realm at all. But I think, you know, obviously they have very different tastes, and it's hard when someone has
such a polar opposite.
Yeah, like, where do you compromise? And obviously with you and Chris, though, you managed to compromise.
Yeah.
Because there is you in the house.
Yeah.
But then there is elements of Chris.
Yeah, we get there, but it's a lot of late night chats, a lot of back and forth. It's not easier, let me tell you that for free. But it's worth it in the end, because I think the outcome's pretty good. So if you can bear the chats and the discussions, the compromise is worth it, I would say.
Good luck, Sue.
You're going to need it. Have we got time for one more? Let's do it quickly. Another one.
Yeah,
okay, here we go.
Really quickly.
Okay, this is Tom from Cambridge.
Okay.
Tom.
What does Tom have to say for himself?
Inherited a huge eclectic collection of family heirlooms.
Ooh.
Okay. Weird vintage postcards and travel souvenirs. I absolutely love them, and they hold massive emotional value for me. That's sweet. But every time I try and display them, my partner says that they look like a dusty museum or a prop shop. How do you showcase things without making the home look completely cluttered?
Can he pick like 4 of his favourite postcards and frame them and make them like artwork?
I was going to say, I'm a big fan of this, because when my grandparents sadly passed away, we emptied their home and we collected a lot of different things. And I've got a few things now around the house, one of which is my granddad's violin that we've displayed on the wall as an art piece.
Gorge.
And then we also have this old vintage board game that's called Bagatelle. It's like an old pinball ball machine that's wooden, and it's hung on the wall because it's actually quite fun to play. I play it sometimes with, like, we've got kids that come over, like friends' kids and stuff. It's really sweet. But it's, again, just an interesting artwork piece that's actually very sentimental, as you're saying, Tom. So I think if you can find a way to display them.
Yeah, like, you don't need to display all of it. I think maybe that's where he's getting overwhelmed. Like, there's not a world where you can display everything. Pick out 10 favourite things, and then maybe with his partner they can pick out 5, so they can reduce it down and then make them as beautiful pieces, as you said, as artwork.
So just concise, consolidate. I need a third C. Concise, consolidate. Concise, consolidate.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. You did it. You smashed it, Tom. All right?
You're welcome.
Oh, Tom.
Right. I think we're...
I think that's the end.
I think that might be the end of this wonderful episode. But thank you so much to Roisin for joining us.
Roisin, thank you.
And and you can follow along her journey on YouTube as that amazing renovation unfolds, which is hilarious as well. There's some really fun bits in there as well. It's not.
And follow her on socials and all the things, and follow us on socials if you don't already. Til Design Do Us part.
Over and out.
Till next time.
Ciao.
Bye.